Hey guys, this is David from TheUnlockr.com, and this is the news ending on the week of February 18th, 2011. Okay, so there's a lot of news to cover this week because of the Mobile World Congress event in Barcelona over the last few days. So let's see if we can weed through all the craziness and bring you the most important stuff. Microsoft showed off the future of Windows Phone 7. The new software updates over this year will add copy and paste, multitasking with a card-like UI, Twitter integration throughout the system, and a mobile IE9 browser with HTML5 support. Still no Flash. It seems like Microsoft is going the route of Apple and slowly releasing what would be standard features in an OS nowadays over a lengthy period of time. I still say that Windows Phone 7 has potential, but all the expected features need to be added sooner rather than later. And no mention of Flash leaves us to believe it's not coming anytime soon, which again is unacceptable if they want to compete with Android. HTC announced a few upgrades to their current devices, namely the Incredible S, Desire S, and Wildfire S. All have slight upgrades from their non-S counterparts. Some have larger, better screens, slight bumps in RAM, etc. But the only one of these I think we'll really see here in the States is the Incredible S, which looks like it might even have T-Mobile's 3G. HTC's big news was the announcing of a new tablet they're working on. But with the caliber of the other tablets that were shown off at MWC, we have to admit it didn't conjure as much excitement in comparison. Despite this, it does have some decent specs, and if it was launched with a reasonable price tag, it might be a nice option for some people. 1.5 GHz processor, 7-inch screen, 1 GB of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard storage, and a unique pressure-sensitive capacitive stylus are some of the specs of this Galaxy Tab competitor. Now, HTC wasn't the only company to announce devices, of course. Sony, LG, and Samsung all jumped on board as well. Sony showed off their family of Xperia phones, including the mid-range Neo and Pro, and the higher-end Arc. But the one phone from Sony everyone's curious about, of course, is the Play, which is Sony's already pretty well-covered PlayStation-branded device. LG decided to show off two new devices as well, both of which share a feature that isn't found on any of the other mainstream devices here at MWC, 3D. Their first 3D-capable device is the Optimus Pad. It is an 8.9-inch display, dual-core CPUs, is running Android Honeycomb, and has dual cameras on the rear for recording video in 3D. To play back the 3D, you need to purchase 3D glasses, but the fact that you have that option is pretty cool and is a nice differentiator. As for the second device, they basically took the 3D fun from the tablet and threw it into a smaller package, with one added benefit. The 3D effect doesn't require glasses. The phone can display the 3D directly on the screen using a parallax barrier technology. And don't worry, the 3D can be turned off. Also, like the tablet, the phone has dual cameras on the back for 3D video recording as well. Last but not least, Samsung showed off a phone and a tablet like LG did, but theirs weren't quite focused on 3D fun. The tablet Samsung announced has a 10.1-inch screen and is running on Android Honeycomb using a dual-core Tegra 2 processor. The device is primed to compete with the likes of Motorola Zoom and the LG Optimus Pad and is a nice step up from the Samsung Galaxy Tab of old. The phone they announced is called the Samsung Galaxy S2. Can you guess what phone it's a successor to? Regardless of the name, this bad boy has been beefed up. Dual-core 1 GHz processor, 1 GB of RAM, 4.27-inch Super AMOLED display, 8-megapixel camera with 1080p recording on the rear, 2-megapixel front-facing camera on the front, NFC, and of course Android Gingerbread. And all that is housed in an 8.45mm thin shell, making it one of the thinnest smartphones ever. And we're done. That's it for the news for this week. As always, follow and chat with us on Twitter and Facebook. See you next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for more of the news you crave without the hassle of having to scour the internet and read things. Good night.